From Capital, Volume 1. If the paper money is in excess, if there is more of it than represents the amount of gold coins of like denomination which could actually be current, it will, apart from the danger of falling into general disrepute, represent only that quantity of gold which, in accordance with the laws of circulation of commodities, is really required and is alone capable of being represented by paper. If the quantity of paper money issued is, for instance, double what it ought to be, then in actual fact 1 pound has become the money name of about 1/8 of an ounce of gold instead of about 1/4 of an ounce. The effect is the same as if an alteration had taken place in the function of gold as a standard of prices. The values previously expressed by the price 1 pound will now be expressed by the price 2 pound. Note here, in accordance with the laws of circulation of commodities, is really required and is alone capable of being represented by paper. Marx thought that the gold standard was the natural and the normal form of commodity money production in capitalist society. Well, how do you tally that with the emergence of fiat money in America, particularly after Franklin Roosevelt's Executive Order 6102? And then after Nixon took America off the gold standard officially in 1973, 74, I recall. Well, quite simply, you realize that what happened during the conversion from the gold standard to fiat was that the money was now backed simply by the labor power necessary to reproduce the state. The American dollar, and consequently all currencies backed by the American dollar in the world, are now simply reflective of the value inherent to the labor power of government officials and bureaucrats. And in this sense, the libertarian critique of social democracy tallies perfectly with a genuine, learned Marxist understanding of the subject. I think eventually that the dollar will be backed by a basket of commodities that eventually comes to represent every commodity in the economy, particularly in terms of dealing with the coming hyperinflation. But it's all right there. It's backed up also by what Marx says in the Economic Manuscripts, Chapter 2, where he discusses the gold standard. But you can read this for yourself. You won't, because you're too busy reading, Mao's Little Red Book, but you should.